without it. Come on, man. That sounds like the beginning of Pink Floyd.
I was literally just about to say that.
Sorry.
Sucker, you still don't know? Man, go ask your daddy.
All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Kind of get to a point in a build where you got all these little things that are holding up the next little things and the next little things, and it all just becomes a big question mark. And that's where I'm at right now. I got the core support painted, got the wheel wells painted, got a few other little pieces of sheet metal and stuff to get painted, a battery tray, whatever. And I've just got boxes of parts that need to go back in. I've got the Terminator X that has to go in this. What order do I do it in? So I'm gonna go through, get some things done, and then I'm gonna bring you guys back. One of the things that I need to do, again, little odds and ends. This is a Tank's ink tank that I put in when I did the original swap. But as you can see, I kind of just wanted to, I had this wire, and then, well, then I can make it work, and then I didn't want to drop the tank, so I had this little piece hanging down here, and well, I'll just splice it because it's just a ground, and who cares? As well, I ran out of fittings, so I only had these straight fittings. I don't like how it falls under the car. This stuff's harder than one of my not so favorite things to do is wiring. And the only thing that's less favorite than doing wiring is doing wiring twice. So I went through and changed out all the wiring, as you can see, and you know, put an angled 45-degree angle on here. Redid the venting tubes, and then I just went through, and what I do is I use these heat shrinkers. So you crimp these guys, and then you heat shrink them. And then, because they're colored and they look weird to me, I always try to heat shrink them in just in black, just to kind of put that end on there. And you can see, even see on that red one. It just looks clean, looks good. And I grabbed all this from Hobo Freight. You can get this relatively cheap. I got this off of Evo Bay. I got this Harbor Freight. This is Harbor Freight. A couple of these are eBay. I got all this wiring from Painless. I am the king of doing shit wrong the first time and then having to redo it. So I'm not passing judgment. I'm just telling you, do yourself a favor and get it done right the first time. So anyways, one of the little odds and ends that we're getting handled. But I did get all of the brake lines in and routed and run. I also got the gas tank in. So I rerouted the fuel lines. As you can see, very functional fuel line. So I don't know, I don't even remember how I had it all looped around. I think I might have went this way first and then went back or whatever. Nonetheless, I got that all cleaned up. All right, so one of the impasses that I'm at right now is electric. And so I've still got to color sand this car. I've still got to sand the clear coat and buff it. And there's really no good order in my head of how to do this. See, I'm even jumping around on this video. So my first thought is all right, well, a portion of this wiring I should probably get done before I get the fenders on, because I want to get them on the car, because I don't want to be taking them on and off because they're just going to get beat up. So I ended up wiring, haven't terminated these yet, but I ended up wiring in the charging system and the battery. Got this off of Evo Bay, and one of the things I grabbed that I've never had is this little guy. And it's a hydraulic crimping tool for doing ends. I did these wires, I terminated these, I terminated this. I wish I would have bought one of these a while ago. It crimps so nicely, and it's not going anywhere. And then when you put the black heat shrink on there, it looks like someone who gave a shit was doing it. It looks like somebody who has had wiring problems in the past did it because they don't want to have those wiring problems again. Another issue I got to make sure that I take care of, I had the alternator bracket here. The alternator is ground through the engine. Well, because I'm going to go through and just kind of scrape these off here, clean it up. Do the same thing up here. These are pretty clean. But this side here goes on the front of that head. That too, no bueno, bad ground. So I'll take this guy, a little bit of air, and then I'm just gonna So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this fender put on here. I still got to do the fender and inner fender well on that side, but I'm going to wait because I want to get the wiring harness through the firewall, and it's going to be much easier to do not leaning over a fender contorted. So let's grab that fender and stick it on.
Get out of our way.
All right, so let's grab this and let's do it. Yeah, don't trip. Don't be tripping. You better come correct.
All right. So tell me what
you need to go lower. You worry about your end. Let me worry about mine.
I'll let you worry about your end.
Okay. So now we have to get the inner fender. You got to pull her out a little bit because we got to get the inner fender. Okay, you got to go in now. The inner fender, yeah, you got to.
Oh, pull it above?
No, the inner fender goes on the inside upper above the lip.
Correct. Okay, cool. I just want to try to be very careful.
Well, yeah. We still got to get it on. I'm good my way. Let me see yours. Is that in? Yep. Okay.
I do it?
I think we did it. Okay. Good. Don't be pushing it.
We're gonna have to move.
What?
Are we gonna have to move this or no?
Yeah.
Your front end.
Yep. I'm not worried about that right now. Okay. All right. Here, let's get a bolt we cannot. Okay, here, grab the front of this, slide it, pull it forward. It's probably going to jam it right back into the thing. Okay. Let's throw this one in here. All right, gently let it go. There you go. All right, so the fender's on. We got just a few bolts in there just to kind of get it located. Because I had the front end off, because I had the core support off, because everything's kind of out of whack, we're gonna have to take some time massaging it. It's a little here, a little there, move it over this way. All right, so what I gotta do is I've got this grommet here. And before I get this inner fender and the fender on, I want to get this taken care of, just merely so I'm not doing acrobatics to get it done. So I'm gonna pull off this guy here because, you know, she's really secure right now. Let me grab this. It's the main engine harness for the Holley Terminator X. And I got this grommet by Seal It. And that's gonna go right here. Now, if I put the grommet on and then try sliding everything through it, these relays and all this is just not gonna fit. So what I'm gonna have to do is go off of this end, the part that's gonna be sticking out here in the engine bay, and I'm just gonna have to feed it through, and then I'm gonna get it secured. And then I think I'll have accomplished what I wanna accomplish. So that's that. All right.
Oh, and there's progress, refresh, okay. There's going to fine.
That's fine. All right, you go in, and I will just start working this crap in towards you.
Sweet.
And we'll hit it with the self-tappers, and we will be good. The biggest issue is going to be this freaking. Hold on.
All right.
Actually, this relay, I can take the top off of it. That's probably gonna help. Now, I'm a relay taker offer. All right. I don't know if that's gonna do a ton, but it's probably gonna help. All right. Oh man, come on, man.
Oh yeah, you're there. Just push down on the wire. Yep.
All right. That was our stick point.
You doing all right?
Yeah. All right, Brennan, just start taking it in there, buddy. Hold up. Okay. Hold up. I got a second one of those. All right. Nice work. Nice work. How about it? Come on, man.
Sounds like
That sounds like the beginning of Pink Floyd.
I was literally just about to say that.
All right, keep that baby right. Let me make sure we got injector.
I'm not moving.
Okay, because I don't want to catch the edge of that and
No,
not
yeah.
get a good.
Yep.
And I want that seals it to kind of be straight.
Yep. No, you're on.
You're there. Oh, you just moved her.
No, I know it's moving around. Hold on.
All right, I think we're good.
Up. All right, boom, do it.
Okay, thank you, sir. It just zoop, zoop.
All zip screw.
All right. So now I'm gonna get the manifold built and everything else. I'm gonna take these guys off because invariably something will go down them. See, it never happens. Because I'm running the throttle body and I don't have everything out front here, it really shortens. Okay, that's ignition over here. Idle air control, that's like over here. This is the one that I've been looking for. The cam. My cam sensor on this LS3 is up front here. So for this to connect down here, that's about where it'll be. I've got the rest of this that'll be sitting here, and I don't want to see it up front. So what I'll end up doing is I'm going to take this apart. I'm going to bend these guys back. I'm going to come up through the runners on the intake and feed all that through. I wanted to take a second here and walk you through this Holley Terminator wiring harness. So we got the seals it grommet in there. And that's fun. You do it and jam it through. But got the Ground securely fastened to the back of the heads, everything as per the instructions. But one of the things that we had to do, and it's important to understand, like, so we got this Terminator harness with the kit, and it was configured for an LS3 in stock trim. So, you know, our idle air control, our manifold air temperature, everything that's fed off the front of the throttle body that sits on the front of that composite intake. You can picture it, right? You can see it right here. It's actually sitting right over there on the floor under the shaker, under my air hose. But nonetheless, this will now be that guy right there because I want a functioning shaker. Those composite intakes actually do make really good power, but that's okay. I want a functioning shaker. So in any event, this was all grouped together up here for our cam sensor, which runs down to the front on an LS3 to the front timing chain cover. That's where that's located. So coming over here, all of the wiring for the throttle position sensor, your idle air control, your manifold air temperature, your fuel pressure, that's all right there. It was designed to run up to the front of that composite stock intake. And of course, we're not running that. So I had to take apart the harness here. Everything was grouped together in one chunk over this way. So I separated this out last night, moved some things around. And so my plan is to hide all of this under that intake the best I can. Come up through the runners here and back with these guys here. This guy, my fuel pressure sensor is going to be about, as you can see by where this lives. So that it will be about, so this is, things are just going to be stretched. It's going to be all over the place, but exactly where it needs to be. How about that? It's all coming together. It's you know, it's going to work out. It's going to work out just fine. Where is my oil pressure sensor? Oh, you're just right. Now see, that almost just fell right into place. And while we're on the subject, the thing's just falling right into place. We got the passenger side fender on and it is ready to go. So next step is to get this thing color sanded, and we're all in one piece. It's a whole car again, so that's nice. So just did a little bit of starting on this right here with a little 2000 grit. Just seeing what we're working with here. So, all right, guys, stay tuned. More to come. Keep watching. We'll see you on the next one.